Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Fpl Scanner, only on Mavzone Sports. We are moving into Gameweek 8 this weekend and the season is getting heated up with some action-packed games coming along the way. Let us now begin our review of my team performance in the Fantasy Premier League. But first, let us take a look at the results from Gameweek 7. A total of 30 goals were scored in this game week. I'm sure a lot of you FPL managers have benefited from this and made up some rankings in the leaderboard. There were 4 games that were played on Saturday. Wolves are maintaining their fine form from the previous 2 game weeks. Man City are grinding out victories with solitary goals. With both their recognized strikers out injured, this trend might continue. Chelsea are making good use of their easy run of fixtures with a 3-0 victory over Burnley. Liverpool are once again slowly consolidating their spot on the top of the Premier League table with a 2-1 victory over the Hammers. We saw 3 games being played this Sunday, the highlight being the Gunners' visit to the Old Trafford. Finally, the Arteta tactic seems to be working out as they finally secured 3 points away at Manchester United after a long time with a well-deserved 1-0 victory. These are surely happy times to be a Gunners fan, and I'm definitely loving it. Everton have seriously missed the creativity of James Rodriguez with back-to-back losses. Villa vs Southampton was a goal fest. Ever since I transferred Martinez into my team, they have suffered 2 huge losses. I hope the team picks up their form in the coming game weeks. Monday night offered 2 games with victories for Tottenham and Fulham. The final game of Game Week 7 was played on Tuesday night, with Leicester City coming back with 3 points from Leeds with a well-deserved 1-4 victory. Now, let us discuss the top performers this game week. The star of this week was Southampton's James Ward-Prowse, who scored 2 wonderfully taken free kicks. He continues his fine form, having also featured in the previous team of the week. With 2 goals, 1 assist and 3 bonus points, he delivered a total of 17 points. Do you think you are going to transfer him into your team? Please drop a comment below. Game Week 7 was really unique as we saw a total of 5 players grabbing the second highest points return of 15 each and making it to the team of the week. We have 2 relatively new faces with Fulham's defender Ola Aina on loan from Torino, scoring a goal in Fulham's 2-0 win over West Brom. We saw another rookie defender Ryan Aït-Nouri of Wolves impressing on his debut with a goal and clean sheet. Do you think this French left back deserves a spot in your team? Please comment below. The remaining 3 players who scored 15 included Leicester City's Tillman, Jack Grealish and Kyle Walker. I'd wholeheartedly thank Grealish for pulling my team up, as at the end of Saturday's fixtures I only had 10 points with the lineup facing some late dropouts due to injury. To round up the top players, at 14 points each, we have the Chelsea duo Kurt Zouma and Hakim Ziyech. These 2 are the most transferred in players for Game Week 8. Vardy is back with his scoring form and should be a candidate for any attacking spot in your lineup. Despite the fact that I did not have a perfect start to Game Week 7, my midfielders and forwards made sure that I gained some spots in the leaderboard. A total of 57 points in the end was better than the past 2 weeks and places my team in a decent position overall. As I mentioned, one of the reasons I feel I dropped few points was because I made the transfer on Wednesday itself, and I failed to notice the injury to Castagne. With no points from the goalkeeper and only 8 from the defenders, It was time for my midfielders and forwards to step up. The midfield contributed a total of 23, with Son being a wrong choice for the captain armband. However, I still feel I will rest on him to be back with points in the coming game week. The absence of Rodriguez in game week 7 was covered by Newcastle's Callum Wilson, who scored 2 goals and gave my team valuable 12 points. Now, finally for some Game Week 8 analysis and discussions. There are 2 evenly contested games with the potential of going any of Brighton, Burnley, Southampton or Newcastle's way. Everton used to be a bogey team for Manchester United. Do you think the Toffees can upset the Red Devils one more time? Crystal Palace vs Leeds may turn out to be a great source of FPL points. So expect goals in this game. Chelsea have one of the easiest fixtures this week, with Sheffield playing away at Stamford Bridge. Sunday's fixture include the game between Manchester City and Liverpool. Will the citizens struggle to stop the mighty Reds? Only time will tell. West Ham and Spurs may be having relatively easy fixtures, but you never know. Leicester City vs Wolves seems like a goalless fixture. Will Vardy be back on the score sheet again? Arsenal hope to continue their progression up the table, with Villa struggling in recent game weeks. Or do you think Martinez and Grealish will spoil the party for Arsenal? Do comment below. Finally, let's discuss my lineup for Game Week 8. I'm going with a 3-4-3 formation for this game week. Castagne remains injured, and there is still uncertainty regarding the availability of Rodriguez. Mitchell seems to have lost his place to Patrick Van Aanholt. Havertz also seems a doubt as well. I have decided to take a hit of 4 points this week, with 2 transfers in this week. I have decided to replace West Ham's Kufal for Mitchell and Chelsea's Ziyech for Havertz. Do you feel I am making the right decision? Let's hope so. Now, it's time for some news on injuries and suspensions. James Rodriguez is a doubt for this game week as well, but don't be surprised if he features for Everton. Castagne is definitely out for another game week and is expected to be back by 21st November. Thiago Alcantara may make a potential return to the lineup this week, but looking at the fixture, I'd say it's better to wait until game week 9. Danny Ings suffered a knee injury and is out for at least a month. Newcastle's Wilson can be a suitable replacement for him. Sergio Reguilon showed promise for Spurs with his assist the last game week, but an illness might keep him out until game week 10. Finally, Kai Havertz is also suspected of an illness, which would keep him out for at least 2 game weeks. Are you facing with some injury concerns in your lineup? If so, here are some tips for you. Diogo Jota scored a hat-trick in Champions League this week and shows signs of becoming a regular starter for Liverpool. At 6.4, he is a definite bargain. Kurt Zouma has already scored 3 goals this season, and for game week 8, he has been the most preferred player. Are you going to take a chance on him? With Chelsea's current form, he certainly seems so. The £5.2 price tag also makes him very attractive. Nouri is a new name in the Premier League and will need some time before convincing the managers. His £5.0 price tag also seems to lead us to other options. Let's see what Game Week 8 has in store for us. I hope my review this week is helpful in making your selections. That's all for now. Please stay tuned for future videos. Thank you for watching and stay safe. Goodbye.